Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to round number 3 here at the Iracing Superspeedway for the NRL 1987 Cup Car Series from Iracing Superspeedway. Again, round number 3 here tonight. Should be a lot of fun. Here at round number 3 here this evening. Get ready to go for 60 laps here tonight. Should be a lot of fun here at Iracing Superspeedway. Qualifying underway right now. So great deal for everybody involved. Get ready to go. Green flag racing here tonight. 3 minutes left in the qualifying session here for this one this evening. Should be a lot of fun. Again, Iracing Superspeedway, high speeds. Let's get your qualifying order up here. And that's going to be the story tonight. We don't really know how these cars are going to react at the speeds we're going to be carrying here in the draft tonight. We should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 220-ish, 221 in the draft here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Once again, it's Matt in the booth for another week of great racing here out of the NRL Superspeedway Series. Again, round number 3. And again, we will be off next week. Again, we will be off next week for the 4th of July. So this race right here, very important to these drivers to carry some momentum into the off break we got coming up here in just a week or so. Right now, everybody on track getting ready for their qualifying efforts. Right now, Matt top of the board. Great run there for Matt, and let's take a look right here at Mr. Matt's stats so far this season. And again, this is going to be the story of the year. Taking a look here at Mr. Matt's season so far. 1 top 5, 2 top 10s out of Indiana. Matt has not secured himself a win yet, but again, a good start of 1 and 2 right now. Again, I think Matt is going to be in good shape here tonight as we come to Iracing Superspeedway. I just, it's so important to get yourself off to a good start here as qualifying continues with 1 minute and 27 left. Let's take a look at your points leader right now. Hayes Booth over Matt Hummel, and it's going to be a 19-point cap. You see Keith Taylor and Cindy Taylor back there as well in this one. And again, we got about 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in this qualifying effort. Justin Johnson right now on track in that number 17 machine. Taking a look at Johnson's year so far after 2 races, he's got 1 top 5. Flint, Michigan's own Justin Johnson. I'm sure he wants a little bit more, right? I think Justin wants to get up there, get some more momentum as we head into the 4th of July break. Matt Hummel, top of the board. Johnson, right now, P2 on the board. Iracing Superspeedway. And there's not a lot of notes here for me or the drivers to go off of here at a place like the Iracing Superspeedway. I have seen 1 or 2 races maybe here, not many more than that. So again, it's a little bit of unknown. I definitely have not seen these cars run here yet. Robert Gillard right there finishing up his qualifying. Gillard, let's see if he gets across the stripe. And this thing has some insane banking through the corners as we get ready for your starting lineup. The thing about the Iracing Superspeedway, the amount of banking in the corners is great, but it falls away. And when it falls away from you down the straightaways, that's where you tend to see your problems. Is more down the straightaways and in the corner that I've seen. Matt Hummel starting on pole here tonight. Outside of him, Justin Johnson here tonight, and that should be a good front row. Row number 2, John and Garrett Fuller. Row number 3, Calvin and Mr. Russell Peets. Row number 4, Ken and Keith Taylor. Row number 5, Donnie Barlett and Derek. Row number 6, McOspan and Shane Ward right there, as well as Robert M. DeJersey right there. Cindy Taylor right there, 14th. 15th, Charles Whitehead. 16th, Zoltan. And 16th, Robert Gillard. 18th, Joe Ratful is 19. Again, 19 cars to make the start here. As we get ready again, we'll let it cycle back through again. It was Matt Hummel and Justin Johnson. Let's get ready to talk to Matt. See what he has to say here as he will lead them off this evening. Let's go down here. Where is Matt stationed? Down there in room 9, so we'll get to grab him up. Get to talk to him here for a moment. Let's do that right now before we get going. Hey Matt, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do. How you doing?
Doing good, buddy. We were able to grab the pole here for round number 3. You know, good start to the night. What are you going to have to do to keep the car up front out of trouble? And what do you expect here once we get green?
Well, what we'll have to do is kind of ride in the back. It's going to be kind of different tonight with these cars. Getting a little tight during practice. Tires wear out real quickly, so should be fun. Not much to say, just hopefully we don't have too much aggressive driving in the beginning, and hopefully have a good race like what we did last week.
Well, and that's what you want to see here. But again, you got a bunch of banking through the corner, but the banking falls away on exit to pretty much a flat straightaway, and I think that's what's going to cause the tightness in these cars here.
Well, it's not just like the bankers are flat on the straightaways. I mean, there's a little banking going on down the straight. That's we're going through the back stretch right now. But I think what's going to happen is, you know, everybody's going to use that low line, try to work their way up, and then it'll just be, you know, kind of like a let-off race, kind of like Darlington, and
yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's going to be different, that's for sure.
Very, very different. So,
well, man,
thank you for everybody who's watching tonight. We're going to try to put on a good one for you guys, and ready to have some fun here.
Alrighty, man, I'm going to let you go. You're coming to green. Best of luck. Matt Hummel up front in the pole position for this one. Justin Johnson to his outside. Coming to green here. On a night that nobody really knows what to expect here, we're going to go green flag racing here in just a moment. Down the front straightaway, pace car is off. Here we go. The NRL Classic Superspeedway Series is green here at the Iracing Superspeedway. 60 laps on the books. Here we go. Green flag is out. Johnson and Hummel, they're going to go side by side off into turn 1. And again, you got a lot more banking. It almost wants to throw the car down the racetrack when you enter turn 1. Keeping it up high here versus some of the other places, a little bit difficult. You see the banking there throughout the corners, and that is not the problem. It's these straightaways as they go spread out here. Oh, trouble, back straightaway already, car on the outside wall. It's going to be big. Matt Hummel involved. Caution is out. Point race leader Hummel. Johnson involved. We've seen it going wrong, and Hummel's car is destroyed. Wow. So we will get a replay here as quick as we can. It was down the back straightaway, lap number 1. Johnson outside, and just a little bit of a bump draft going wrong. Turned the car into the outside wall, and we'll see if we can get another angle of it, because that car is absolutely destroyed. He's going to need a tow back to pit road, and that's the problem here. We just saw it. When something goes wrong here, you're carrying so much speed, and it's crazy. There's no room here for error. You see trouble back in the back of the pack, but right here, luckily the car stays on the ground, but just never slowed down. So your top two here tonight. Justin Johnson and Matt Hummel both involved back straightaway. And again, that car's going to have to be prepared for Matt. Justin, again, just, wow. I don't know that Justin completely anticipated as he comes back. It just launched at 93. And watch both these cars slam the inside wall. Man. Jeez almighty. Well, lesson number one, I don't think bump drafting is going to work down the straightaways here that well. I think that's going to be the first lesson of the night as cars come to pit road. Lap number 2 of 60 on the board. And we have our first yellow of the night, and it was huge. Down the back straightaway just off of turn number 1 where the incident occurred. And let's see if we can talk to Justin Johnson about that. Because, I mean, that you couldn't have... I don't think Justin remotely anticipated that to turn the car quite the way it did. Hey, Justin Johnson, Matt up here in the booth. You got a moment, bud?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Alrighty, man, down off of turn 2, got in the back, tried to push there, Matt, just a little bit. Did you know? I don't think you expected that car to kind of hook the way it did as soon as you got to it.
Man, that was insane. Like, I don't know what happened in his car, but I barely bumped him and it just sent him, I guess.
It's almost like these straightaways have banking, but just not enough banking to support that.
Yeah, I don't know. That was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, and that's part of the learning experience coming here, right? Nobody's really ran these things here, so you're trying to figure out what you need to do.
That's for sure, yes. Yes. I've only ran these one other time here, but we'll get it done tonight. I'm not worried about it.
Alrighty, man. Justin, best of luck here going forward, buddy. I hate that happened there, but again, there's nothing you can do.
It definitely happens. We'll be all right, though.
Yep, 10-4, buddy. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to, got a hold of Justin there. Again, first caution of the night. You see the 17 is back in the back of the pack here. Unfortunately, Matt, 2 laps down, had to take a fast repair. There was also trouble back in the pack there on the front straightaway, or back straightaway as well, with Keith getting wrapped up. So the first yellow of the night here happened quickly as the car got turned around. Right now up front, Calvin right now in the 49. We'll take a look at what we know about him this season. Not up right now on the columns. So that's going to be kind of interesting as we start to get double foul again for another attempt here tonight. Again, lap number 4 of the scheduled 60 here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Now, what a huge impact that was down the back straightaway last time by. Pace car ready to go once again. The old alpha turn number 2. So we'll get ready to get them back underway once again. Again, Matt started on pole here tonight, ended up early on in trouble. Again, nothing of his doing. He was just riding along, got the bump draft. Car shot off to the right and then back to the left. And there was no way he could save that race car. And I kind of agree with these drivers. I wasn't expecting to see a car shoot off like that. So as we get ready to go, it'll be 5 on the board this time by. Here we go, coming to green this time by. Here at 10 right.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air once again. We are under green here tonight. Iracing Superspeedway back to green. Garrett Fuller up in front right now. Everybody trying to figure it out once again. here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Forward leads. Now what do you expect to see mid-pack? A little bit of 3 wide racing there, Ken, and the 90 involved. And I wonder if these guys are going to take it a little more easy now after they seen the big wreck there on the first attempt at getting this thing going. Guys trying to be careful. There's the 93 wide right in front of them as well. And this is not going to be fun for these drivers. Zoltan up there, up top in the O2, looking to the top of the racetrack, trying to find a way around. Everybody else around them as well. You see him spreading out right now. Matt back there, 1 lap down. Everybody hanging on. Up front is Garrett Fuller out just outside that top 5. Wade there as well. Robert Gillard. Charles Whitehead there in the mix, doing a great job. 6. Complete. Donnie going to take the race lead. Look at Donnie. Great job, Zoltan, with him. Those two going to jump ahead. He'll get out in front of the 0-2 here. 210, 211 miles an hour out front. Some of the guys back in the pack. 217, 218 into turn 4. In trouble. Turn number 4. Big problems. We got a car up into the fence. This is going to be big. Out of turn number 4. Garrett Fuller involved. Caution on the racetrack. We got tires flying everywhere. Well, trying to take a look at what happened here. Fuller's on the bottom, just gets sent. Oh my goodness. Oof. Oh man. Oh my. A bunch of cars getting collected. Some of them getting lucky there. And basically ghosting through Garrett. But Garrett's car is absolutely demolished. One more look here. Garrett Fuller right there in the 92 on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to get right hooked. And when he does, that car is going to get sent. Yep, right there. Oof. Yep, that's a fast repair. That's just, wow. That car just came apart. Matt sneaks through. Good job for him. But unfortunately for Garrett, that's going to be a fast repair worthy incident right there. Just after 7 laps complete of round number 3. Seven complete of 60 here tonight. And so again, 7 of 8 of 60 complete. Fuller, Donnie, everybody hanging on. We'll get ready to go back green once again in a moment. Behind the Iracing pace car at the moment. Donnie Barlett leading this one. Again, second big incident of the night occurring early on here. 53 laps to go here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Donnie Barlett leads here, as again the second caution of the night here out early on. Barlett leads Olsman in second, Zoltan in third, Robert Gillard in fourth. Here as we ride under caution for the second time early here tonight, and only one fast repair for these guys, so we're going to tear up some equipment quick. And I think this track's just going to be a handful for all these drivers to handle. Folks, we'll be back after the commercial break here as we're under yellow for the second time in race 3 of 12 at Iracing Superspeedway. Alrighty, here we go. Coming to green this time by. Coming to green with Donnie Barlett leading, Nick Osman in second, Zoltan in third, Robert in fourth. Here we go. Green flag once again here. From
green flag, green flag.
the Iracing Superspeedway. We're back underway one more time here tonight. Wow. Everybody back up to speed once again. Restart, Osman leading here. Can he hang on? Field gonna rocket by into turn one. We've had some trouble here getting this race off the ground, but right now everybody hanging on. Johnson trying to work his way back forward. Big deal for Justin here. He was involved in that first incident with Matt Hummel up at the front of the pack. Now everybody trying to hang on. Johnson, Gerard right there, Cindy Taylor. Everybody hanging on. Lap number 10 on the board. 50 to go this time by. Zoltan leads. Donnie Barlett and Mr. McAulsland in second and third. Derek and Mrs. Cindy Taylor right there. Robert Gerard and Joe Ratliff right there also in the mix at the moment. These guys doing a wonderful job, guys and girls out there trying to figure this out. Lap number 11 to go on the board right now. 3 wide behind them. That's the 191 machine through the middle of the pack. A little bit of contact there. You got to watch that. Ratliff trying to hang on. 3 wide top lane there for that 38 of Ratliff. Russell right there behind them. Russell to the bottom now to pick up a spot. Everybody back up to speed, well over 200 mile an hour right now. Zoltan right now leading right now at 218 miles an hour last time through. Great job by Justin Johnson right there. Staying with them in second. 3 wide behind them there, but they're all going to figure it out. Lap number 11 of 60 on the board. Cindy Taylor back here in the mix as well. And again, Keith, looks like that's Keith missing that front bumper on the 08. He might be all right as long as he can stay right there behind Cindy and keep the air off that front bumper. Meanwhile, 2 and 3 wide in front of him. Justin Johnson back to the race leads, gotten around Zoltan. Big move for Johnson. Again, Johnson was involved in the first incident of the night. And this is some crazy racing here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Johnson right there as well as everybody else hanging on. 3 wide middle lane right there's the 82 of Charles Whitehead. Moving himself forward up to fourth right now. He'll jump now to the top lane with Johnson. Johnson back to the front of the field. 13 going on the board that time by. 13 of the 60 scheduled here tonight already in the books. Johnson, Whitehead up front. We got trouble turn one.
Caution, yellow flags.
Oh man, this is going to be big. Shane involved. Big mess up here against the outside wall. We got a car up on the fence there. Oh, and more cars getting involved as they come off the wall. That's the 02. It's a caution once again on the racetrack, and that time Shane Wade involved. Garrett involved. Let's take a look. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. What happened here? Wade involved there on that top lane. Let's see, let's take a look at what happened here. The 39 of Shane Ward right there trying to hang on. What happened here? Oh, just got sent up into that 02. 92, nowhere to go. Big impact for both those cars. And watch as they slide back down the embankment. Sliding, they're kind of hooked up against the wall, and then, oh. Well, there we go, another fast repair, this time for Shane Wade. Garrett Fuller going to be involved. Oh. So there we go, caution back out on the racetrack, lap number 15, going on the board of 60 here tonight. This track just tearing up some race cars here in this one. 15 complete here. And we have another big incident, and that's about the third or fourth big incident we've seen in the first 15 laps of this race. And Johnson leading here. We got cars on pit road. Hard to get any fuel strategy going when we're having these incidents, keeping them pretty stacked up across the board. But with 46 to go this time by, you start to think about fuel mileage to the end of this one. 15 on the board this time by as they work their way through. And again here, as we ride under caution, caution laps about double the length of what a regular lap here would be. So it definitely takes him a little bit of time to get the yellow out and get everybody situated and back to green. And we should have plenty of time to get this thing done. We still got an hour and 50 minutes on the times. The time should not be an issue for the 1987 Super Speedway Series tonight. But man, I don't know if these guys anticipated having just this much trouble at this racetrack tonight. Again, we'll be off next week for the 4th of July week. They'll be taking a break there. So as we continue to get ready for a restart here with 15 to 60 being complete. And everybody ready for a restart here tonight. Should be a good one. So everybody hanging on right now, getting ready to get going one more time. Justin Johnson out front leading the 17 camp, ready to go back to green. Here we go. Lights out on the pace car once again. So 16 of 60 complete here tonight at the Iracing Superspeedway, ready to go back green. Ready one more time here for a restart once again. Cars cycling behind the Iracing pace car. And this will be the biggest racetrack we run on this season. I think it's 3.5 mile racetrack here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Just an insane racetrack. As we get ready to go here, you take a look. 3 mile racetrack, excuse me, right about 200 miles the distance here at Iracing Superspeedway. 45 to go. When we get to green, we'll be coming to 44. Justin Johnson leads right now. And we'll get ready for, again, another restart here in just a moment. And again, here we go. Lights off on the pace car. They'll dive to pit road. Here we go. Field coming to green. 17 on the board to 60. Green in the air once again. Up front, Justin Johnson continuing to lead the way. Johnson and Matt Hummel right there in second, doing a great job. We're going to get off. Oh, we got a stack up behind them. Cindy Taylor involved in that stack up mid-pack right now. Field back up to speed once again. Here we go. Cindy Taylor was back here in the pack, gotten wrapped up in that stack up. Robert Gillard right there. Matt Hummel back to the race lead here at Talladega at Iracing Superspeedway after trouble early. Justin Johnson right there. Those two cars started on pole here tonight. Back up front, 17 of 60 on the board. Hummel leads Johnson right there. Here comes the 90 of Ken. Ken gonna look to the bottom. Just nothing you can do to hold these runs back. Track's so wide they can basically go where they want. You're kind of just up front waiting for them to come by you and jump back by them. Now Johnson giving a little bit of a push slightly to the bumper of Matt. You got to be careful doing that. You seen what happened when it went wrong earlier, and Matt ended up turned right into the outside wall, triggered the first big incident of the evening. Johnson, Ken, everybody's working it out here. Turn number 4 right now, Mick Olsman and Russell back here, 7th and 8th. Donnie Barlett, Cindy Taylor, and Robert Hume just outside that top, at that top 10 level. Cindy, Keith Taylor, Joe Ratliff, Derek there as well in 13th. John there in 14th. Zoltan out of this event. And dead last, Garrett Fuller hanging on mid-pack right now. Meanwhile, it's Justin Johnson back to the front of the field. Here comes Charles Whitehead here as well. Back to the back bumper of Matt Hummel. Big run coming. Johnson pulls up the racetrack to block, and that could get a little bit dicey. You come up to throw a little bit of a block there, it goes wrong. You will turn the car around in front of you. Man, what great racing this is right now. There's Matt Hummel, Cindy Taylor right there as well. Now, these guys are putting on a show here tonight, I have to say, with what has been an interesting race so far. Ken right there in the 90. You see the field right now working their way through down the back straightaway, or front straightaway once again. 20 to go on the board, roughly 40 to go tonight. Everybody gonna work through the front straightaway here, 3 wide. Matt Hummel top side, who's gonna make it work? Hummel gonna do it. He'll go from the 3rd to 1st into turn 1, makes a great move. Charles Whitehead to 2nd. Johnson backing up here. Now Johnson's gonna have to get a big run down the back straightaway here, get it figured out here, and he does have some help with him. You see that top lane bunched up together. Ooh, Johnson's car got out of shape, went to the left, nearly got into another car as he heads down into turn number 3 and 4. 220 miles an hour. That's going to be your speed off into turns 3 and 4 here. We're topping 220s right now. Matt Hummel hanging on, trying to get by Charles Whitehead. Here comes Johnson. Big move to the back bumper of Whitehead. Oh my goodness, nearly another incident. Whitehead nearly got turned around off the bumper of Johnson. You can see just how quick they're gaining and how it can go wrong in a hurry. Oh, trouble behind, a big wreck off of turn 2.
The yellow flag is out.
Going to be out. That's going to be the 53. Robert Gillard involved in this one. He'll be missing the front wheel. And we had trouble out of turn number 2. Caution on the racetrack. So 21 of 60 complete, 40 to go. Caution back out. And that time for Gillard. What happened here? The car bounced off the fence, got Gillard. Wow. That was just no good. Gillard had nowhere to go. One more look at it here. We'll take a look at it in slow-mo. This is a 62 machine. Yeah, just the 62 gets up high, gets down into Gillard. Nowhere for Gillard to go. Into the fence hard. Caution back out. 62 complete, and that front wheel is completely missing off that 53 machine, so he's gonna have to get that car repaired, and we'll get ready for another race restart here. 22 of 60 in the books. So again, we'll get ready to get going once again. Just all kinds of issues here tonight. Cars coming to pit road this time by. Fuel and tires this time. Down to pit road he comes. Matt Hummel on pit road, Ken and Russell all to pit road this time. As we get ready again for another restart, 23 and 60 complete. And so once again, cars off of pit road. Once again, Matt Hummel coming to off of pit road. Russell right there behind him. Ken, Cindy, Mick Olsvan, and Donnie, your top 8 here. Robert Gerard back there as well will start 9th, and then there'll be Chris Whitehead starting, Charles Whitehead starting from that 10th position as well. So again, we'll get ready for a restart here at the Iracing Superspeedway once again in a moment. Alright, here we go. Restart coming once again. Will be 25 on the board this time by of 60. Derek leads the way. Joe Ratliff second. Russell Peets third. Matt Hummel in fourth. Cindy Taylor fifth. 6th, Donnie back there with 6th, 7th, and 8th positions. Again, restart coming just shy of 25 complete this time by. Here we go, green flag. Green flag back out. Derek will lead them down. Restart back underway right now. Everybody going to come back up to speed. Down the front straightaway once again. Big move top side of the racetracks. Justin Johnson trying to make up some ground, and he found the lane. He'll move forward, move Johnson to 7th. Look at Johnson. Big run 4 wide for Johnson. You got to be careful, buddy. Oh, Justin Johnson out of nowhere with that restart. Great, great restart for Justin Johnson here. I gotta give it to Justin Johnson. Just did a wonderful job. He'll run his way into second now to the race lead. Got a great restart. Leads the way off of turn 4. Now Johnson, Matt Hummel going at it up front once again. These two started on pole. They've been going at it all night. Johnson chases his way all the way in, down in line behind Matt here with 35 to go. 35 to go at the Iracing Superspeedway. Johnson slides back to second, now third. Russell Pete's by him. Matt up front, great restart, hanging on at the front of the field. And Matt's got to be careful. He used his fast repair early tonight, so he's got to be really super careful. 4 wide behind him. Look out, here comes. Who in the world was that? Mick fighting through. 4 wide with Justin Johnson. Man, some big runs down the end of the straightaways. Johnson top side. Again, Hummel given plenty of room. He's going to have to. He's got to take care of that car. Mick right there as well. All these cars on top of each other. 70, that's the 75 of Mick sitting in third right now as we work our way lap 27 of this one. Everybody hanging on right now. Whitehead right there on the bottom of the racetrack. Everybody else right around him. There is the 87. Look at the top lane. Cindy Taylor gets down to P6. Cindy trying to hang on. Great run for Mrs. Taylor right here. Cindy Taylor just outside that top 5. Oh, car out of shape behind them. They'll hang on. That could have been a lot worse. Let's take a look. Cindy Taylor, 1 top 5 and 1 top 10. Out of her 2 starts, she's trying to put something together here at the Iracing Superspeedway. We've seen her strong back at race number 1. Had some issues at Talladega for race 2. Trying to recover here in race number 3. And Matt right there fighting his way near the lead. He's going to get up to the back bumper of Mick Olsen and makes it work. So there we go. Mick back to the race lead. Matt to second. That's the way they'll fall in line into the corner once again. Man, this has been crazy here tonight. And yes, caution laps do count, but these cautions are long here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Man, these guys putting on a show. Double file up front. Matt Hummel right there and Justin Johnson in the mix. Lap number 30 on the board this time by. Matt Hummel out front trying to hang on for Justin Johnson. Those two got wrapped up earlier on in this race, right before we even got down to the... Oh, trouble! Johnson! He'll hang on. Wow, Justin Johnson, big save out of turn 4. But this is going to stack them up down the straightaway. They're going to have to be careful navigating their way. And now lap 30 will be on the board next time by. Matt Hummel leads, 31 to go at the Iracing Superspeedway. Back single file, Matt Hummel out front, 30 of 60 complete, 30 to go this time by. Oldest fan underneath of Hummel, Donnie Bartlett. Bartlett right there behind him, Cindy Taylor. Hummel slides to second. Mick Olsen right there as well. They'll work their way down the front straightaway, 30 to go from the Iracing Superspeedway. So with 30 to go this time by, we are halfway here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Let's take a look at their halfway stats. A total of 4 cautions for 10 laps around here. 13 lead changes a halfway here tonight, and right now Matt Hummel leads Him and Justin Johnson have led the most laps so far. Cindy Taylor mid-pack right now. So I tell you what, you take a look, Keith, Cindy, and these guys back here, you know, they just can't break their way through like they would like to be able to get to the race lead. They hang around right around this position. Matt Hummel leading, Johnson second, Mick third, Russell fourth right now. 29 to go this time by. Look how tight to the door Justin Johnson is. Man, Johnson not giving any room to his inside off into the corner. Man, that could have been big if Johnson just lost track of where Mick was at. That could have been huge. But how's it must feel for Matt Hummel out front here, knowing he's been involved in one major incident today, back to the front of the field and hanging on. Here comes Johnson to his bumper, and that's what got him there earlier in the race, as Johnson gave him a bump draft that his car did not agree with. Right now he's just trying to fight through it. Man, these guys hanging on. Look at the move Matt gonna make to the bottom, back underneath. Be careful, trouble. Wow, he got in the back of Mick Osman, nearly turned him around. He checked kept that car from going around, but they just can't give the big bumps. Johnson up into the fence on the top side. Man, that could have developed into something big. Let's ride on board with Matt here for a moment. You see the runs they're getting in the draft. Look at all this jockeying around in the draft these guys are doing right now with 27 laps to go. Again, big run for Matt. You're on board with Matt right now. Sitting right now in that fourth position. What a year it's been for him so far. He's had one top 5, 2 top 10s. Hasn't secured a victory yet, but well on his way to doing that here as they work down the back straightaway. Russell right now leading. Russell getting passed by Osfan right now once again. Off of turns number 3 and 4 in down the front one more time. Field trying to circulate itself out, starting to get some distance. You see Shane back here all by himself. Robert Gillard, who's been in a big incident today. Charles Whitehead back here as well. Keith Taylor, Cindy Taylor right here nose to tail. Keith's still missing that front bumper on his machine. These two still trying to take care of the stuff as they're coming to about 26 to go when we get to strike this time by at the Iracing Superspeedway. .26 complete. Yo, man. Slider in YouTube chat there. How you doing? Right now, everybody hanging on. Jersey right there. You see Matt Hummel and Mick hooked up. They're going to start to try to pull away. I think they're trying to figure out how to do the bump draft here. You're going to have to be careful with it. We've seen it go majorly wrong here earlier tonight. You don't want that to have you don't want to have a repeat of that. But those two starting to build a gap between the cars behind them. Again, every 2 laps, you're looking at about 6 miles around this racetrack. These guys are covering lap speeds of 216, 217, entering turns 1 and 2. Hummel right there with Robert. They're able to stay pretty hooked up. Yeah, you can just see how good they're doing. Staying hooked up down the straightaways, helping these two build a bit of a gap. Matt doesn't want to pull out a line on Mick here, because if he does, the pack that's right there sniffing behind him, that could be huge. Robert has help. Look at Robert. He's right now got a little bit of help. They're going to start gaining in. Big run coming. Oh, 221, 222 for Robert. So that 222 came because John was on the back bumper. He had the draft of the front two cars, and it just propelled him like a rocket ship towards Mick and Matt Hummel. Well, with 23 laps to go, you start to think about what you're going to have to do at the end of this thing. Coming to 23 to go, Matt going to take the lead here. Mick pulls up. Now watch Robert here. He should get a big run because these cars are not going to be as lined up as they were. Big run coming here. And I wonder if Matt's car was starting to overheat. Kind of tucked up behind Mick there, and look at the gain in one straightaway Robert was able to make. Mick high here. This is not gonna this is not going to turn out well for Matt because he's all by himself up in front of this field right now. Big run again. A big run one more time. You see it right now, Robert, John, Justin right there. Matt to pit road. There we go. Matt, 15 laps. He'll hit pit road here. So 15 laps on his tank. He'll come down pit road for 4 tires and fuel. So he went about, I'd say about 45, 50 miles on a tank here. You see up front Robert leading the way. He's working lap 16, 22 to go this time by. All right now leading the way, Robert, Justin, and Keith. Top 3 still staying out here. Matt, everybody else coming off of pit road here after their green flag stop. You see Matt leading that pack off of pit road. 20 to go this time by. Robert leading the way right now. He's got help with Justin Johnson. Those two continue to stay out here. 40 of 60 laps complete here tonight. Robert M. Jersey right there doing a great job. $40, 20 to go this time by. $20 to go here. Robert leading. Johnson second. Taylor third. Robert Gerard and Matt Hummel. Right there, your top 5 again. Matt on back has already made their pit stops here. And we're going to wait here because Robert and Justin Johnson, they should be coming to pit road here pretty soon here. These two front runners have put about 19 laps on their tank. $19 to go this time by. $19 to go here. So it'll be 18 to go this time by Robert Jersey and Keith Taylor, Justin Johnson, Robert Gerard, your top 4. Matt Hummel continues to lead the pack, who has already made a stop. $18 to go this time by as they continue to walk it around. We'll check out the second pack for a bit. See them pretty even out here. Matt leading that pack around right now in that 93 machine. $18 to go here at the Iracing Superspeedway. $18 to go here this time by. Everybody continues nose to tail right now. So 18 laps to go. You see Matt Hummel right there in that number 93 right there with Robert Gerard. Again, the top pack here has ran roughly 21 laps on this tank of fuel at the moment. Here we go, 18 to go. Right now, 17 laps to go. Robert leads Keith. Justin Johnson right there as well. And now coming to 16 to go this time by. So right now it's 17 to go this time by. "17 laps to go this time by. Right now, 16 to go this time by. Right now, Justin Johnson still leading the way. Those guys now hitting pit road. And you see them right now, they're on pit road. So now, Matt and these guys, they'll circle around and see if they can get back by the guys now in this pit strategy. How is it going to work out for Matt Hummel? Will he take the race lead? Did it work out? Matt Hummel in a 93. Big momentum. I think it's going to work here. Matt's going to get the race lead. Great job. Pit strategy going to pay out for Matt Hummel. He'll take the race lead back with 16 to go. Now, 15 to go at the stripe. Hummel will lead the way at the Iracing Superspeedway, looking for his first win of the year. Do they stay green the rest of the way? Everybody hanging on down the back front straightaway once again. It will be 15 to go this time by. Right now, 15 to go. Right now, Matt Hummel, John, that is your top two here. These top three has got about a 7-second lead. Matt going to go up the racetrack. He'll fall in behind Russell there. This top three switching back and forth, taking care of their equipment. Justin Johnson back here 7 seconds off the lead group. And again, that strategy for Matt really paid off for him. Being able to get up there, keep his momentum up, get the race lead. Now with just shy of 15 to go, we will see if there's anything anybody can do to catch these front three of John, Russell, Pete, and Matt Hummel, who have just done an amazing job here of playing this out perfectly. Russell and John, they're going to switch here. Justin Johnson again, 7 seconds. The gap back to Justin Johnson here. Russell leads the way here. 3:13 to go this time by. 13 to go this time by. Russell leads, John second. Almost third right now. Again, got back to Justin now, 6.7. They have closed slightly, but not enough to gain in on this front pack right now. Cindy Taylor, Robert back here stuck in their own little battle at the moment, 7th and 8th. Derek, Ken, Donnie, Barlett back here in 11th. All have slid backwards. Russell Pete continues to lead here. Let's take a look at Russell's season so far. Looking at 13 to go here at the Iracing Superspeedway. No top 5s, no top 10s for Russell. He is looking for his first big jump here. And Russell right now, he's in a great position to do that with 12 to go. Right now, 12 to go this time by Russell Pete's right there. Let's take a look at the points when they came into the night once again. And we'll take a look at where everybody was at. Russell Pete's was not even in the conversation here. Neither was John. He was 168 back. So you take a look at where these guys up front were. Big improvement from these guys here. Of course, Hayes Booth not here tonight again. Gonna miss another one. It's gonna hurt Hayes. Right now, everybody hanging on. Russell Pete's leads John second. Gap back to Johnson and Taylor. Around 7 seconds still, so they're not making any headway up to the front of this field. Right now, 11 laps to go here at the Iracing Superspeedway. Ten to go this time by. Ten to go this time by. Russell leads. Russell leads here. Matt Hummel in second. 10 to go this time by. Russell leading, Matt right there behind him. Lap traffic involved here. That's Robert Gillard, your race leader. He's got to be careful here. He's in a great spot. Don't get up here racing lap traffic and get yourself in trouble. Just take her easy here, splitting his way through some traffic. Charles Whitehead, Robert Gillard, both going a lap down here as they run right now. Again, it's going to be 9 to go this time by. Everybody hanging on. 9 to go this time by. Right now, 9 to go right now. Russell Pete's leads. Matt Hummel second. John third. Everybody else hanging on there as well. Right now, it's going to be 8 to go this time by. Russell Pete's out front. Matt Hummel in second. John in third. Justin Johnson fourth right now. Again, they are about 5 seconds off this lead pack. So they have cut down about 2 seconds. But Johnson still needs some help to get there. Maybe get up behind some of this lap traffic if they could stay with this lead group and get a little bit of help off of that one. 8 to go here. Coming through this lap traffic did not help Matt, John, and everybody there. And Russell out there by himself. That's not going to help either. And look at this. Justin Johnson creeping his way forward. Robert right there with him in the draft. Third car up there in front of him's a lap car, but they're going to get a big pull down the back straightaway. That'll help even more Russell Pete still leads. Matt Hummel officially in second. Some lap cars separating 1 and 2 with 8 laps to go tonight. Eight to go here. Man, what a night we have seen at the Iracing Superspeedway. Russell Pete leads. Matt Hummel in second. John in third. Matt even has lost contact now. And look at Justin Johnson within 3 seconds and continuing to gain. But he just may have too little of time with 7 laps to go. He's got plenty of help with Robert Jersey right there behind him. Robert right there with Justin. Those two working well together. They've got it down to 3 seconds now. Matt falls to third behind John. What can they do maybe to get back to Russell and battle it out here? Trouble front straightaway. One car way off the racetrack. That's a lap down car. Will we stay green? Right now we do. 6 to go. Justin Johnson still coming. 2.3 now. Off of third of Matt. He is gaining ground steadily with 6 to go. John up front leading the way. Russell there in second. Russell gonna make the move. Russell, great job. He'll get back to the front of the field. And John gonna follow to second here. Matt Hummel there as well. And you see in your frame Justin Johnson now. He's got it down to 1.3 now. Justin Johnson with a Jersey. Those two have worked together lap after lap. And coming to 5 to go, they're going to be within striking distance of your race leaders. Lap traffic still up here in the mix. Matt Hummel right there in second. Here comes Jersey getting around Justin, but those two closing the gap steadily now within just a little bit. They're going to get around Matt Hummel. Oh boy, Johnson, big head of momentum here. Johnson to fourth. Man, oh man, this is going to be crazy here at the finish. Again, you've got a couple of lap traffic cars, but right there is Russell leading the way. Going to shut the door on Robert. Wow, he slammed the door shut on Robert Jersey, who has worked his way all the way up with Justin Johnson now. Robert topside, Johnson with him. Those two going for the race lead. They have ran them down from 2 seconds back now. Your new race leader, Robert Jersey. Justin Johnson right there with him. Matt Hummel losing connection with this front pack now. Russell Pete goes to third. Robert Jersey right there with help from Justin Johnson. They'll take the race lead. Now back straight away. Everybody trying to figure it out. Let's take a look at it. Robert Jersey has not had a win as of yet. That Australian driver trying to hang on to this shot here tonight with just less than 3 to go this time by. Jersey, Johnson, Russell Pete right there as well. Matt Hummel has slid in line now, gaining back. Hummel back to third. Here we go. What is going to happen over the next 3 laps, 9 miles to separate them from victory lane here tonight? Jersey and Johnson still up front, working their way through some lap traffic. We've got 10 cars left on the lead lap right now. Johnson and Jersey to the bottom around some more lap traffic. It's going to be Barlett going a lap down. That'll leave 9 left on the lead lap with 2 to go this time by. Flagman going to give them a sign this time by. 2 laps to go. The NRL Classic Super Speedway Series. 2 to go. Contact up front. Jersey got put in the fence. Johnson going to get around him. Big mistake there. Johnson tried to draft with Jersey, put him in the outside wall. He gathered it up. 2 to go. 6 miles left here. Jersey hanging on to the top side. Justin Johnson leading. Here we go off of turn number 2. Here comes Matt Hummel. Looks to the line of Johnson. Oh boy, this is going to be big bump draft coming for the race leader. Johnson going to hang on, pull ahead halfway down the back straightaway. Now through turns number 3 and 4, Johnson leads. Coming to the white flag this time by Johnson. Nice little gap up front. What can he do? Here comes Matt Hummel. Coming to the white flag this time by. Will they get to the white? Yes, they will. 1 to go. 3 miles now for Justin Johnson out front. Johnson's got to take care of the car here. Jersey right there with him. Jersey going to look to the bottom. He opened up the lane. Robert Jersey right below him. Back to the race lead. Matt Hummel back there trying to get a run. Can't do it. Jersey and Johnson, he's checking out here. That's lap traffic in the 53. Keep in mind, that is lap traffic in the 53 machine. Running what would be the 3rd spot right now. Robert Jersey into turns 3 and 4 right now, hanging on Justin Johnson, trying to size up a charge. Down off of turn number 4. Johnson, Hummel around. Hummel all the way around in the air, coming to the checkered flag. It's going to be Robert Jersey getting it done, and Matt Hummel is going to end in a shower of sparks at the start-finish line. Will come home 6th here tonight. Hummel, what a finish. We'll take a look off of turn number 4. Car got up in the fence. They were going for the win. Car comes back down the racetrack. Comes around here. And he's going to get contact coming. And watch this car lift off here. As he gets turned all the way around. Watch the back of that car start to lift off the ground. Oh my goodness, look at the air time for Matt here. Comes back down on the roof, but luckily with those 2 other cars crashing to the outside of him, he's somehow going to barrel roll the car and come home in 6th here tonight. The 99 in the fence. Matt turned around. Shower of sparks here tonight to end it here at the Iracing Superspeedway. But let's get ready to interview your race winner. What a great job. Jersey hangs on. Robert Jersey doing a great job here. All right, let's see if we can talk to Robert here. Hey Robert, it's Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
10-4.
All righty, buddy. Well, man, you worked with Justin Johnson there, got all the way back to the lead pack there, was able to get the lead and come home with your first win of the year. How does it feel there, Mr. Robert?
Feels pretty good.
Well, man, you and Justin Johnson worked well together. What was it like? You were 7 seconds off the leaders at a point there. How hard was it to run them all back down once again?
Well, I knew we had to push pretty hard and managed to get up there. I'm really happy. Justin did really well. Great race by everyone. Bit of a wreck fest at the start, but it turned out to be a really good race. Want to congratulate everyone.
Well, man, you did a great job working with Johnson. Looks like you two figured out the draft pretty well. Was able to draft your way forward and get to the race lead. And once you got there, you was able to hold on with them wrecking behind you at the start-finish line.
10-4, yeah, it was a good race.
Well, man, congratulations. Anybody like to thank here tonight before I let you go, Robert?
Yeah, I thank Cindy and Keith and Justin and Matt for putting on the league. It's been really fun.
Well, again,
and I'd like to thank you too for the broadcast. You do a great job.
Oh, thank you, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it was great to watch here tonight. Again, Congratulations, guys. And you did a great job, Rob, to hold on and get the win here tonight.
Cool, thanks, Matty. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. Alrighty, let's get P2 up here. Justin Johnson. Come home second here tonight. Hey, Justin Johnson, man, up here in the booth. Got a copy.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, man. Well, I tell you what, you guys did a great job. You got the car back to second. You worked with Robert there to run the lead back down.
Oh, you know it.
What a finish it was. And it looks like it's going to be your first top 5 of the year, buddy.
Well, yeah, technically it is, but last week I should have got my second place too. But we're not going to frown or go back on that. But yes, it is.
Well, man, I tell you what, congratulations. That pit strategy y'all ran was a little different there than what the leaders had went with. Did that worry you being so far back there?
No, not really. I knew if we would have got together, we could hunt them down. I raced pretty regularly with Rob there, and I knew Keith's pretty quick. So if we got together, we could move.
Well, I tell you what, you're gonna go into this 4th of July week break with a top 5. Congratulations here tonight at the Iracing Superspeedway, bud.
Thank you.
Alrighty, man. Hey, we all got to get together as a league and figure out what state the Iracing Superspeedway is located in. We need to come up with a state that it would fit it.
That's for sure. We'll have to get together on that.
10-4, man. We did a great job, buddy. Congratulations, Justin. P2 here tonight. And again, enjoy your off break here coming up. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before I let you go?
Oh, you know the sponsors on the car, GM Goodwrench. They're always bringing a good car out here. You know, the family, they back me very well. And my buddy Rob for working with me there out there in the last couple laps there.
Well, man, you did a great job again. Congratulations, Justin Johnson.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's get P3 up here. Keith Taylor here. Let's see if we can find Mr. Keith. Bumping around the Discord. I don't see Keith anywhere. There's Cindy. Well, Mr. Keith not here, but again, congratulations to him taking home P3 here tonight. And what was a great finish for him, 3rd top 10, 3rd top 5 of the year on a roll, starting it out for Keith. Congratulations to him here tonight. Well, folks, with that being said, round number 3 here at the Iracing Superspeedway is in the books. Let's take a look at your race results here tonight. It was going to be Jersey out front, Johnson 2nd, Taylor 3rd. And 4th, Russell there, John there in 5th is going to be your top 5 here. 6th here tonight, Matt Hummel coming home with a finish there after a last lap incident. Cindy Taylor 7th, Mick Olsman, Derek and Robert Gerard, your top 10. Row number 11, P11 tonight, Donnie Barlett, Shane, Joe, Calvin, Charles Whitehead, and Garrett Fuller there in 16th. 17th is going to be Ken, and Zoltan finishes out the field in 18th. So there you have it. Round number 3 is officially in the books here at the Iracing Superspeedway. We'll be off next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks for round number 4. Thanks each and every one of you for coming out here tonight. We will see you here in 2 weeks.